Hello, my name is Alex Lahotsky, and welcome to the June edition of North News. Our first story is about the Middletown North Juniors, who recently attended their junior prom. Earlier that day, the juniors did attend Rude Awakening here at Middletown North. Here's some footage from the event.
Over the course of the day, members of our junior class heard from several speakers about the importance of making good decisions during their prom experience. As you see in the video, students also partook in several activities that simulated the dangers of driving under the influence. In the afternoon, students witnessed a full-fledged reenactment of a deadly prom night car crash. Thank you to Mrs. Fox and Mrs. Gansas for planning the day's events, and to all of our volunteers who donated their time to make the day purposeful and unforgettable.
On Friday, May 25th, the Central College a cappella choir from Iowa presented and performed a cappella music for the choir and band students. Let's take a look at some of the performance.
So on May 25th, we had Central College Choir from Pella, Iowa in. They featured part of their program for their East Coast tour, sang some of the pieces, and also explained the process that they went through in learning the music, as well as the tours and their college music program. Their conductor, Mark Babcock, also is a graduate of Westminster Choir College, where I attended my undergraduate. So he was out here going to Westminster with his group, as well as touring through the area, and performed at Middletown Reformed Church as part of a fundraiser. So we were happy to have them on the morning of Friday the 25th. The Middletown North Choirs will be having their concert this coming Thursday, the 14th, at 7 p.m. in the Middletown North Theater. The choirs will be singing together as the concert choir, as well as chamber choir will be singing. Our a cappella group will be singing 3 pieces, and then there'll be several pieces for women's voices and men's voices. It's our last major choral concert before we prepare for our graduation performance, which will be on June 25th.
Recently, Middletown North hosted its annual art show in the Media Center, showcasing the works of our talented students. Let's take a look.
That looks good. We gotta take a picture of it. Ready?
Art Fusion was one of the best shows we have had, with a phenomenal turnout. Parents, students, faculty, staff, administrators, Board of Education members, and alumni came out to view the inspirational display. We tried to market the event as 2 great events one night because of the spring band concert. This event is truly an interdisciplinary collaboration involving student work created in the fine arts, applied arts and design, graphic design, technology, video, photography, music, family and consumer science classes. The teachers and students come together to set the entire show up.
On May 17th and 18th, the Theater Ensemble class performed the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Here's an excerpt from the performance.
Hey, Marcy, do you remember making nationals?
I only remember the top 10.
Charlie, so Chip Tolentino was a little big pitcher with a wicked 22-mile-an-hour screwball. you very much.
A Coast Guard Dolphin helicopter from Air Station Atlantic City visited High School North as part of the Aerospace classes. They performed a static demonstration to 3 classes.
If you didn't, the bottom of the aircraft would spin the opposite direction out of control. So that's why you have a tail rotor. So this counteracts that torque effect.
They've been in that in the flight simulator, spinning out of control.
Yep. So these right here, if you stand behind them, you can see they're kind of canted a little bit. So once you hit about 120 knots, these completely offset the tail rotor, so you don't have to use any power on the tail rotor. Side, that's called a collective. And they call it a collective because it collectively moves all 4 blades at the same time. So if you change all 4, you're just going to go up. So that's basically your up and down stick. And then the pedals make you turn flat.
Is both sides same?
They are, yep, they're linked together. So
You're just saying it's crazy how you have to memorize every single.
it seems super confusing, but once you go through it and you learn, it's very simple because they're kind of grouped into like this is lighting, this is for your rotor, this is for avionics. This is,
What does he control then?
So the flight mechanic controls the hoist.
Hey there, mates. I'm Mr. Milnes. I teach aerospace design and technology. The past month, the students have been using flight simulation technology and flying in the Coast Guard helicopter. And as part of that program and the simulation, I was lucky enough to put a request in to have the Coast Guard helicopter visit the high school. And there's nothing better than actually physically touching a helicopter and speaking to the real pilots. You can do as much simulation as possible, but the real thing is much better.
Hi Julia, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So, you've been very busy with film festivals lately. Could you tell me what that's like?
I have been nominated into my first film festivals this year, and in early March I won Best High School Director at the Brightside Tavern Film Festival for my short film Wine, and then I also won the Rising Star Award at the Hang On To Your Shorts Film Festival in Asbury Park in mid-April.
So those films, what were they about?
For the Brightside Tavern, I won for my short film Wine, which was like an adaptation of a short story I read in class that I made into a screenplay, and then I had my 2 friends star in it, so I kind of took this like old-fashioned view of like a husband and wife and put like a 2018 spin on it. Other 3 films that were in the festival were Saturn's Return, Subconscious Paranoia, and Stages, and those 3 are more experimental, where it's kind of taking 2 different points of view of one relationship and showing the 2 sides of it and how they compare and contrast. And then the 2 others were more of like a psychological sci-fi type of twist to it, where one day I was just walking through this parking lot and I saw this light and I was like, wow, that's like a really cool light. I could make something out of that. And then I did, and then that came out really good in my opinion.
Are you attending any upcoming film festivals?
I hope before I graduate from high school this year, but I won't be able to make the Hang On To Your Shorts one in April, unfortunately.
After high school, what do you plan on doing?
I'm committed to Marymount Manhattan College to study digital film and TV production.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's it for this edition of North News. But to close the show, we'd like to share our interviews with some of our retiring teachers, Miss Connolly, Mr. Capola, and Miss Zink.
So, how long have you taught at North for?
I've been at North for 21 years, and the entire time I've been a member of the science department. I've had a lot of different jobs here though. I've taught biology, anatomy and physiology, marine science, and environmental science.
Any special message to your former students and coworkers?
Yes, I'd like to tell my students and coworkers that all together they've made this like a home away from home for me. It's been the best job I could have hoped for, and I'm going to miss them all a lot.
Any exciting retirement plans?
Nothing particular, although I definitely know I'm not going to be getting up at 5 a.m. My hopes are that my husband and I will be able to do a little bit of traveling, but mostly I'd like to spend time with my family and at the beach.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Not really, but I'd like to say goodbye to everyone for the last time. I hope to be able to come back and visit soon.
I'd like to say thank you to all of my students and colleagues for the past 17 years for their energy, enthusiasm, honesty, respect, and love. I feel as if I learned as much as I taught. I hope I have inspired some to do great things because I know they have inspired me.
My name is Mrs. Zink, and I've been a teacher at North for 32 years. I've decided to retire this June. Previous to North, I used to work in Sayreville and also in Woodbridge Township. And I've worked at North for 32 years working in Spanish, all different levels from level 1 through level 6. And I also worked in Austin Academy for a while.
Any exciting retirement plans?
Well, first I just want to relax a little bit, maybe work in my garden, and then my husband and I would like to possibly travel throughout the U.S.
Any special message to former students and coworkers?
Well, I just want to say that I really enjoyed the experience of being here at North. It is like a family to me. It's been part of my life for many years, and I will miss it, and I will miss them.
All right. Anything else?
No. So again, I'm Mrs. Zink, and have a great summer.